Know your career options. Weigh your opportunities. Get experience information from eminent leaders and students. Make an informed choice. Connect and carve a niche. Ednet Podcaster Weekly with Nishant Sodhi.
Films, acting, screenwriting, these are things which we all have always been passionate about. Welcome to the second episode of Ednet Podcaster, a unique online platform that gives you critical information on your course of interest, your passion and job opportunities ahead. Well, today we have with us is Liana from the New York University Tisch School of Arts Asia and a student who has recently graduated from there. We're going to put stress on a 3-month professional certificate program which they offer. The program is going to be on performing arts, screenwriting as well as acting or musical theatre. It's a 3-month program kept in mind for those people who are busy in their everyday lives in their particular profession. For them to take 3 months off, go to Singapore and really live your passion. To understand this program better, the opportunities ahead of us, we're going to interview them, we're going to ask questions which are going to be of interest to you. And how are you liking India?
I love India.
Yes? Great. So, the first question, okay, what are the benefits of going to New York University Tisch School of Asia?
Well, we were founded, NYU Tisch Asia was founded in Singapore through the invitation of the Singapore government. So we've got students from 25 countries, of which mostly of them are from America. Okay, and well, being in Singapore, where it's a safe country, parents feel good and assured to send their kids over. And within Singapore itself, you know, you can go to other countries to make your stories. You can go to India, you can go to Vietnam, Malaysia, and many other countries to do the film. And I guess one of the unique things is that we're very honored, in fact, to have Oliver Stone, 3-time Academy Award filmmaker, who is the current artistic director of NYU Tisch Asia. So very happy about that. And the faculty-wise, all of them are directly hired by New York campus. So I guess, you know, it's exciting, and Singapore is nearer to home for students from India.
Good. So, what are the benefits of we put stress on the 3-month program, the professional certificate program you're giving? So, what are the kind of students you're looking at? And what does the program really offer to them?
Well, we are essentially talking about 3 months intensive program in 4 areas, namely filmmaking, acting, screenwriting, and musical theatre. Who are these programs for? These programs are for people with little or no experience who probably have been yearning to do something that they really love but they cannot afford the time or the funds to pursue a 2 to 3 years program. So this is ideal for them. And particularly for students from India, it's just 5 hours flight to Singapore. And it's going to be intensive, Monday to Friday, 9 to 6. For filmmaking, for example, at the end of the 12 weeks, they would have done their very own short film. We'll be teaching them strategies that they can use to submit to film festivals. And apart from that, the faculty will be the same faculty that's teaching the other academic program students. And it's a gateway, you know, for them to the opportunities, to the contacts and networks that they can develop with us. So
it's more of an experience, learning experience. Now we understand that multicultural aspect is very important. It's imperative for creative learning. And how does Singapore have an edge over this?
To begin with, Singapore is known to be a very safe country, right? And the location of Singapore itself is very accessible to other countries. So it's like linking a bridge to other bridges, sharing different stories, culture, you know, the things that they can be exposed to as if they were to go to America, you know, the kind of exposure they get would be unique in its own way. And we have students from 25 other countries, so these people, you know, it's amazing to have different kind of stories to hear from them.
Great. Now we're going to move ahead and we're going to understand from a recent grad from New York University Tisch School of Asia how her experience was. Did she really enjoy the program over there? And what kind of advice she'll give to all of you? Hi, how are you?
Good.
Congratulations on your graduation. And the first question, did you really like the program?
Yes, I think it far exceeded what my dream was, you know, of being in film school. It was a really good program.
So, how do you think think that New York University Tisch School of Asia stands out? And how is it really different from the one in the US?
For
Just
me,
as your
yeah.
by a student experience.
Right. For me personally, it's just that as a filmmaker, I always wanted to tell stories. I knew that all my films would be based in India, and I wanted to tell stories that came out of New Delhi and India. And for me, it was just the distance factor that India-Singapore was, because it's a short distance. It was just like I knew that I could always just come down to India, shoot my films, and be able to edit them in Singapore. So for me, it was really the distance factor. It's proximity to India, because all of my stories are very personal and are born out of India. Also, I always wanted to study at NYU Tisch. I loved the program there, and so I think it was just a very happy marriage that NYU Tisch came to something which was so close to my country. So it was just, for me, it was the ideal situation.
And what's the kind of advice you give to the students who are looking to go to Singapore, let's say, just to study?
I guess I would just say that, just don't be afraid to take this chance, because, honestly, living in Southeast Asia, or ever going to Southeast Asia, was never in my roadmap of life. And but the fact that this whole opportunity came my way, and I ended up studying there, it's just been an eye-opener. It's just opened up my eyes to so many different cultures, because it's like being in Singapore is not just being in Singapore. Being in Singapore is being an hour away from a totally different culture, and being an hour away from Cambodia, from Laos, from Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and so it's just that and so now I've been able to experience not only Singapore, which has so many diverse cultures in itself, but I've also been able to experience so many different cultures, and this has ultimately really contributed to my creative growth as well as my growth professionally, because now I have when I pitch myself in the film market, people see someone who's very familiar with India, but also very familiar with Southeast Asia, but has also had instruction from a very Western American kind of point of view. So it's right. So it's I have I have a mix of all these different things. So people appreciate that, because it's I can work at any place in the world, because I have these different experiences, had these different experiences.
Well, I think that gives us a lot of information over here. I really thank you for your time and sharing your experience with all of our students over here. It was fantastic hosting Ednet Podcaster for you once again. This one time was on films, your passion films. Go for the 3-month professional certificate program. Come back, go for your weekend theatre. Live your passion. That's what Ednet Podcaster is about. If you enjoy podcasting, do not forget to go tune in to youtube.com/ednetconsultants and like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ednetconsultants and follow us on Twitter at ednetconsultant. Till next time, it's me Nishan Sondi signing off. Goodbye.